every tree is born out of a small seed, and thereafter it generates many seeds. If we could appreciate the existence of the seed, if we can find time to nurture that seed, if we try to take care of that seed from excessive rains or winds and storms, each and every seed has the power to blossom into a huge tree, giving shade, giving flowers, giving fruits and vegetables. And each and every tree has the power to generate thousands of seeds and thus thousands of trees. So the whole forest has a seed as a beginning. In the same way, an idea that looks small, minuscule, maybe looked at as an attitude to be less attentive, sort of. That idea has the power to change the world. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook to interact with his 5 friends. सिर्फ 5 मित्रों के लिए उन्होंने ये चालू किया था कि अच्छी तरह से इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हैं. And they continued it for 1.5 years. Perhaps he himself was not knowing the potential of this seed at that time. What it is today, we all know. Same is the case with WhatsApp. So the first important aspect that definitely ULA is focusing upon and Maker Fest is taking care of is respecting the existence of every seed. So whoever comes up with an idea has to be respected. Some ideas, they look unachievable. Some ideas, they look fantastic. Some ideas, they look, let me use the word horrible. But still, the success potential of these ideas are unbelievable. In any aspect of life, maybe it innovation, maybe it human enrichment, maybe it in the field of human future, each and every idea has the potential, has the power to grow into an unbelievable tree, no, unbelievable forest. The human potential behind that idea is important. An idea to die as an idea, humans are responsible. An idea to flourish into a forest, humans are responsible. At the end of the day, there can be a Zuckerberg, there can be an Elon Musk at Maker Fest Vadodara. The responsibility is ours. નિલેશ ભાઈ વાત સાચી કે મેકર ફેસ્ટમાં એક ઝુકરબર્ગ તૈયાર થઈ જાય વડોદરામાંથી? How many of you really believe these words? Raise your hands if you believe these words. All of you. That's appreciable. There, this Maker Fest has the potential to create a Zuckerberg in India. Has the potential to create Elon Musk in India. And why not? God has never played dice. He has given equal opportunity, but at different times to different people. He never plays dice. He has given the apparatus to everybody, from body to mind to soul, the apparatus to everybody. And as I said, opportunity at different times to different people. He plays no dice. It is we who have to pick up those opportunities. For that, we have to keep our eyes open, ears open, mind open, heart open, and soul open. If you don't keep those gifted things by God open, I strongly believe that as there are a number of droplets of water in sea, as there are a number of oxygen atoms in air, there are a number of creative ideas in and around us. In and around us. If we keep our eyes open, ears open, mind open, heart open, soul open, you can grab those ideas. Now they are trying to make, and they have started making water from air. That means there was a water in air. There was an idea in air. Days are not far off when blood will be made in laboratories and blood donation camps will be stopped. आज ये आइडिया आपको लगता है फैंटास्टिक एंड हॉरिबल आएगा. सो मच रिलीफ इन मेनी एरियाज. वो आइडिया दूर नहीं है. ब्लड ऑफ ऑल टाइम्स विल बी मेड इन लेबोरेटरीज. वो आइडिया दूर नहीं है जब ऑल द सी वाटर विल बी मेड ड्रिंकेबल. एवरीथिंग इज पॉसिबल. Human beings, the greatest creation upon this earth, has been empowered by God. At the same time, looking from the spirituality point of view, with the spiritual aspects, He has designed the timeline for innovations as well. So it comes gradually. કોલસો બહુ ખોદીને કાઢીને પૃથ્વી પર આપણે અર્થક્વેક વધારી દીધા, પછી આપણને સૂઝ્યું કે ગ્રીન એનર્જીનું કંઈક કરો યાર. Green energy and clean and renewable energy, we started with sun energy, then we went first with wind energy and then with solar, and now it is coming to green hydrogen. That means God has also designed a timeline for innovations. He has empowered us and designed a timeline. Not giving us the whole bounty at one time, as you don't give the whole pack of chocolates to your child at one time, not even on his birthday. My point number 2 is this: we are empowered and empowered by divinity. But we have to keep everything open, the system open, then you will pick it up. Let me tell you a wonderful story. In the city of Mumbai, at a bus stop in East Malar, a second-year engineering student, regularly catching the 7:10 a.m. bus to his college, he was standing at the bus stop. A young mother, she must be around 30-32, with her little 4-5-year-old kid. She rushed on a two-wheeler because the school bus of that little boy would always, every morning, pick up that little boy from the same place, adjoining the bus stand. She got late for some reason that day, so she was like rushing there. And the moment she arrived, the bus also arrived. She waved at the driver and the conductor, just a minute. She parked the two-wheeler, lifted her little kid, and just ran towards the bus and gave the little kid to the conductor. He picked the little boy up and he put the little boy on the seat, and the mother was like tense. Oh, Maro dikro besi gyo. Oh, you're fine, he's comfortable. This second-year engineering student saw this whole thing happen. What would we think if we were there at that place? પહેલો વિચાર આવે, ટાઈમે આવી જવું જોઈએ. ખબર જ છે કે આ ટાઈમે બસ આવે છે, આપણા કિડને સ્કૂલે લઈ જવા માટે બસ આવે છે, તો આવી જવું જોઈએ. But we don't know what it takes to prepare a small little toddler to go to school in the morning. It takes a lot of energy and time. This second-year engineering student saw this. He had kept his mind open, his brain open, his eyes open, his ears open, his heart open, his soul open. Why I'm giving you a calculation of the whole series? Because it needs the openness of this whole series to generate a creative idea. This second-year engineering student, he got the idea, can I help the situation? So my important aspect in telling today is that change your attitude to see a situation. Then you will become a creator. Don't curse the situation. Any animal can do it. Don't curse the situation. આવું થાય છે ને ના થવું જોઈએ. તું બોલતા દુનિયાના 99% of the writers in this world are critics. Only 1% are creators, innovators and comics. ટીકા કરતા તો દુનિયામાં બધાને આવડે છે. Can I help the situation? This must be propping up in many households in the morning, getting ready the little kids and sending them to school. He started designing a software. He designed a software. Now interesting. The software was such that a mobile number assigned to that software, mostly the mothers, because the kids are prepared in the morning by mothers and put that in the school. If her number is registered on the mobile, on the software, she gets regular updates since last 20 minutes, every 3 minutes or 5 minutes, that she can set in her own mobile with this app. Where has the school bus reached? Second thing, she gets an alarm 5 minutes before the school bus reaches the stop where her kid has to be dropped. So she comes in the ultra executive mode. Her child sits on the assigned seat of the school bus. Every child has an assigned seat. Otherwise, they fight among themselves to sit at the window. So there is an assigned school seat. The moment the child sits, the sensor is cut and the mobile number gets the message, your child is well seated. He enters the classroom and the sensor is cut and she gets a message that your son has entered the classroom. If the teacher asks a question and the little kid raises the hand, again the mobile number gets a message, your kid has raised the hand to answer. That means he's active. This is for toddlers, nursery and KG and first standard students. Above that is intruding privacy. So it is only for the kids. He, as an experiment, introduced to a couple of schools in Malar, in Mumbai. The schools liked it, the parents liked it. In the parents-teachers meet in the school, he presented his innovation. It was not a maker fest, it was a parents-teachers meet. He presented his idea. And presented, as you said, when somebody comes with the idea, where is the prototype? He presented his software. The parents approved it, parents liked it, appreciated and accepted. The schools already had accepted it. He started in 2 schools in Mumbai, then a couple of schools in Bangalore. And then the Silicon Valley people came to know about this extraordinary innovation. They straight away approached this boy and they offered it. And this boy was fine. He was in just 5th semester, now in the 3rd year of his college. He didn't have a company or a setup or a network to spread out this software. He had just to sell the technology. He was offered, he negotiated, and the final sum decided, and the check that he got was $70 million. $70 million, $70 million, around approximately 550 crore rupees. This 550 crore rupees, that is $70 million, was for what? The difference in value I do here and can I help the situation? This idea. Value આવી જવું જોઈએ is a routine thinking અને innovative thinking, design thinking. Can I help the situation? Can I help the person and can I help the situation? This idea is the most innovative idea that has ever been upon this earth and will ever be till this sun and moon lasts. Our Guru Pramukh Swami Maharaj, he presented this same idea in his own words and he lived that in the good of others lies our own. In the progress of others rests our own. In the happiness of others rests our own. That is thinking of people, thinking and helping of situations. With this idea and this emotion that he lived, that Pramukh Swami Maharaj lived to the core of it, to the every blood of it, blood drop of it, he created 1,300 institutions of social service. પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ એમના જીવનમાં 1300 hospital, hostel, school, college, community center, Sanskar Kendra, Mandir, Hari Mandir, Akshardham, single-handedly उभा કર્યા. He was a one-man organization, एक व्यक्ति संस्था. તમે વડોદરાના કોઈ મોટા બિલ્ડરોને પૂછજો 1300 જમીનો જોઈ છે ખરી? અને જોયા પછી કદાચ ભૂલથી એની પર પગ મૂક્યો છે ખરો? પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજે 1300 જમીનો ઉપર 1300 પ્રોજેક્ટ પૂરા કર્યા. અને those projects were not such that they were to be built and sold. It were non-commercial, non-residential projects, absolutely charity based. And yesterday, less than I'm talking of about 24 hours back, our Guru Mahant Swami Maharaj inaugurated a 5,000 sitting capacity auditorium, sports complex, youth complex on 40 acres of land at Johannesburg in South Africa. It is Akshardham in South Africa. And the exact terminology for it is the largest Hindu mandir in the southern hemisphere of the world. Above the equator and down the equator is southern hemisphere. Down the equator in the southern hemisphere of the world, it is the largest Hindu mandir. And he did it yesterday at the age of 92. So you can be a maker at 19 and at 92 also. Basically, to become an innovator or a maker, the concept is, how can I give? How can I create? How can I help people? How can I change something? How can I better the quality of a process? How can I better the quality of a process? How can I for some cost reduction? How can I create something that can change the time frame, that can change the time consumption of a process? This is thinking on those lines. Unfortunately, with all regrets, that our education system since last more than 70 years, before our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he started thinking innovatively on this, was such that we were taught in a way that our minds never grew up for design thinking, for innovative thinking. The textbooks that we all have studied and grown up all contain just facts and figures. It did not contain certain things that would inspire us. Actually, it was designed intentionally for that. But after our Honorable Prime Minister in 2014, he started with this innovation that basic education system should have an overhaul. And so the NEP 2020, National Education Policy, which now itself in its own course has design elements, innovative elements in it. And that will create much brighter minds out of the young, because we are the youngest nation of the world. When Bill Clinton as President of the United States came to India, he had a session with the IT professionals at the high-tech city in Hyderabad, and he said, there are 540 million youth in India, that is 54 crore youth in India, the age group of 15 to 35. He said, forget 8 hours, forget 6 hours. Even if this youths with an intelligent mind and creative thinking work for just 4 hours a day, nobody can stop India from becoming a superpower and a developed country. And we are destined to become that. Now the time is India's time. Yes or no? अब दुनिया की कोई शक्ति भारत को रोक नहीं सकती. भारत जागृत हो गया. Because we have this youth energy. And we have the social media, which has opened up. So everybody has come to know everything. And everybody has been empowered by social media to throw their ideas into the open arena. And that is why the growth. According to a Harvard study, 85% of success at your workplace is because of your ideas, your creativity, your engagement with people. And only 15% of your success at your workplace is because of your technical expertise of that job. And in the education system that we had and we have a bit at the moment, 90% of our education is facts and figures and history. Only 10% focuses on creative and design thinking. What does that mean? We are spending 90% of our youth energy in that area which gives only 10% possibility of success. And the reverse, we are spending only 15% of our energy and human resource today on that area which is actually responsible for 90% of the success of the individual, of the group, of the association, of the company. So here a major change is required. And that change has been rightly brought by NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020. It is into implementation, well implemented and well penetrating in the society. India will be a different country. India will be a unique country. And India has the power that it can create. Just 2 days back, you might have read in the newspaper, something I'm talking related to the Maker Fest. In last 1 week, Indian startups got $247.5 million as investments in 1 week. And such figures are coming up every week. હું ખાલી એક અઠવાડિયાની વાત નથી કરતો. About $150-200 million per week. The startups are being able to garner as investments. Today the world is such that if you have ideas, money has to follow it. Yes sir. हम बैंगलोर में गए थे, वहां एक सेशन था, कुछ कार्यक्रम था, हम बैठे थे, बातचीत हो रही थी. मेरे प्रवचन के बाद कुछ युवाओं का सम्मान था. I'm being told by S.P. Patel to mix languages, so I'm mixing it. तो कुछ प्रवचन हो, इसके बाद कुछ युवाओं का सम्मान था. एक 18 साल का लड़का, उसका भी हमने सम्मान किया. उसका आइडिया क्या था कि see, every person according to the size of their body has customized tailored clothes. Yes or no? According to the numbers of your eyes, you have customized specs. Yes or no? Then why not customized shoes? हम जब शूज लेने जाते हैं तब 7 नंबर से सीधा 8 नंबर आता है. 7.25 नहीं हो सकता है क्या? S.T. Patel, your Maker Fest idea. 7 પછી બધાનો ભગવાન આટલું પગ બનાવે છે. Do you believe this કે ભગવાને 7 પછી સીધું 8, 8 થી સીધું 9 વચ્ચે ડાયટ નહોતી? ભગવાન પાસે ડાયટ નહોતી એટલે 7 થી સીધું 8 નો, 8 થી સીધું 9 નો. આ છોકરાને વિચાર આવ્યો કે 7 પછી 7.25 હોઈ શકે, 7.5 પણ હોઈ શકે, 7.25 પણ હોઈ શકે. હવે જેનો 7.5 હોય એટલે બિચારાને કાં તો 7 ના પહેરવાના, કાં તો 8 ના પહેરવાના. 8 પહેરે એટલે આમ સેજ લૂઝ લાગે અને 7 પહેરે એટલે આમ સેજ આમ ટાઈટ લાગે. તમે બધા હશે એટલે આપણને બધાને અનુભવ છે. યાર બીજો આઈડિયા એને આવ્યો કે આખી જિંદગી 7 વાળાને 7 ના રહે. તો અહીંથી પોળો થાય છે, ગર્થમાંથી પોળો થાય છે, નીચેથી થાય. See, on a lighter note, I'm trying to present this. This guy got an idea that this is a possibility. So he personally measured the feet of more than 5,000 people. Idea needs perspiration. This is my next point. કોઈ પણ વિચાર પરસેવાથી જ ચાલે છે. જેમ નાવ પાણીમાં ચાલે એમ વિચાર પરસેવાના પાણીમાં જ ચાલે, બાકી ન ચાલે. His school friends, his neighbors, friends, social circle, family friends, બધાના પગમાં પડ્યા. He got convinced with a proof. This is a living proof, scientific proof, કે લોકોને 7:15 ને 7:30 ને 7:45 ના પણ પગ હોય છે, અને 8:30 8:30 9:45 પણ હોય. Then he went into science. How this happens? With age does it change? Such he prepared 25 questions and went into science. Then he further went into science, into innovation. Okay, what happens to a person who has 7.5 as the size and he wears 7 for 5 years, and he wears 8 size for 5 years? Research. How the acupressure points in the foot get pressed constantly because he's wearing a footwear which is about 0.5 less than his size of his feet. The acupressure points are constantly pressed. What changes it makes in a person of the age group of 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50? Deep research. Positive and negative both. Mostly it was a negative change. With all this research, he presented his idea at the university. He was immediately picked up by a professor who had come all the way from a Western country. You come to present your paper at my Maker Fest. So he went there and presented. And that boy, when he was telling his story, till this stage he was enthusiastic. From this stage, he started having tears in his eyes. He said, after my presentation, I could never imagine what happened in my life. There was a rush of more than 10 to 12 investors on the stage and asking me to sit with them. He generated a investment, P, private equity of $340 million for this idea. 18 વર્ષનો છોકરો. India is the startup capital of the world, and Bangalore is the startup super capital of the world. Bangalore, every second street, or almost every second home in the same street, has a maker, creator, innovator. So basically, I want to convey today is we are empowered, we are enriched. Human brain is an unbelievable creation. To the extent, as I want to repeat, blood also will be made in laboratories, and the years are not far enough. The youngsters who are sitting here who are below the age of 40, perhaps I vouch that they will see this happening before they pass. Human mind is empowered, it is enriched with this. Now the other part of the story. Daily innovation and Asuri innovation. Every innovation is not daily. Every innovation has some part in it that can be misused. And when it is misused, that part becomes Asuri innovation. તમે હમણાં એક અઠવાડિયા પહેલા જ ન્યૂઝપેપરમાં વાંચ્યું હશે. A French lady, she went to the police and registered a case. એ કેસ શું હતો? તમે હવે હું જે આ બધું બોલું છું ને બધું પાછું ઘરે જઈને ગૂગલ કરજો એટલે બધું મળશે તમને. એ ફ્રેન્ચ લેડી એક કેસ, નીરજભાઈ, બહુ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ કેસ છે, બહુ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટિંગ. એક વ્યક્તિ from US He posed as Brad Pitt, a big Hollywood actor. He created AI-generated images of his own self. He would speak, and the voice in real time would get translated and converted into Brad Pitt's voice and style. He, by his internet research, this lady might be posing her vacation pictures and luxury pictures and got this new gold, watch and this, that on media, social media ઉપર આપણને શોખ છે ને આવું બધું બહુ મૂકવાનું. એટલે એની પરથી આ લોકો તમને સાયબર ક્રાઇમ વાળા ટાર્ગેટ કરે કે this guy is rich. And this guy targeted that this woman is rich. He started a communication. And that lady, my God, Brad Pitt calling me. 1-1.5 વર્ષ સુધી વાતો અને શાંતિથી, કારણ કે આ લોકો એક સાથે 15-20 જગ્યાએ મુવમેન્ટ ચાલુ હોય એટલે રોજ તમને ફોન ના કરે, રોજ મેસેજ ના કરે, તો અઠવાડિયે 10-15 દિવસે કરે to look it more and perfectly real. 1.5 years. And this lady fell in love with Brad Pitt. She was 53. Now what happened? She divorced her husband. The Asuri part of innovation I'm talking. She divorced her husband. The husband was like, you are Ratoras. Chapter ends. And then this guy, the newspapers have printed this article 1 week back with about 7 to 8 pictures of this guy posing as Brad Pitt. And બાજુમાં Brad Pitt no real photograph છે. You can't make out the difference. And when this lady filed the police case, she gave the screenshots of all their conversations. Coco t-shirt માં હોય, Coco jacket માં હોય, Coco this, that. Perfect Brad Pitt. On a voice, AI generated. And then he said, at this time, I'm going through a divorce with my wife, Angelina Jolie. So my all bank accounts are freezed. And yesterday, I was like detected with this type of cancer. So can you help me with money? In euros, it was a figure. I don't remember, but that got converted as rupees, if you say around 7.5 to 8 crore rupees. This lady wired the bank. After he got enough of this money in 3 installments from this lady, the social media account of the so-called Brad Pitt shut down. Now this lady had no communication with that guy. Then she came to know that I had been cheated. So she approached the French police. હું તમને અઠવાડિયા પહેલાનો તાજો પ્રસંગ કહું છું, કે આવા પ્રસંગ અઠવાડિયા પહેલાનો તો તાજા જ કહેવાય ને. So we need to check on. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was asked at New York airport by a journalist way back in 1996. He was asked that whether this internet, email and computer, at that time there were no social media, is it a blessing or a curse? Pramukh Swami Maharaj, out of all his experience, all his wisdom, he said, if internet, computers and emails are used with a disciplined discrimination, they are a blessing. Otherwise, they are a curse. પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ એ વાક્ય બોલેલા, એક્ઝેક્ટ શબ્દ બોલું, વિવેકથી વાપરે તો આશીર્વાદ છે, વિવેક ચૂકી જશે તો આ બધું શ્રાપ છે. Innovation and human existence and human involvement has to be balanced. Gandhi dot innovation પાછળ ના કરાય. It has to be balanced. According to Goldman Sachs, by 2030, more than 4 crore people just in North and America and NATO countries will lose their jobs to AI. યુરોપ અને અમેરિકામાં 4 કરોડ જોબ આવતા 5 વર્ષમાં જવાની છે એઆઈ ના લીધે. અત્યારે હોલિવૂડના 350 સ્ક્રિપ્ટ રાઇટર સ્ટ્રાઇક ઉપર છે કે અમારે હોલિવૂડની ફિલ્મની સ્ક્રિપ્ટ નથી લાગતી. તો પેલા એઆઈ ને કાઢો, એઆઈ ને હોલિવૂડમાંથી કાઢો, પછી અમે સ્ક્રિપ્ટ લખીએ. કારણ કે તમે એઆઈ ને પૂછો છો અને તમારે ખાલી મારા 6-7 કેરેક્ટર ને મારે આવો પ્લોટ છે એવું તમે ફીડ કરી દો એટલે વિધિન 3 minutes it can give you 1.5 hour script. 90 મિનિટની ફિલ્મ લખી આપે છે તમને. For the first time, human beings upon this earth are facing the existence of something superior and more intelligent than human beings. આપણી પેઢી ઘણું જોયું. આપણે જિંદગીમાં પહેલી વખત એટલે આ પૃથ્વી શરૂ થઈ ત્યારથી આજ સુધી first time we are facing somebody who is more intelligent than human being, and that is his AI chatbots બધા. કારણ કે આ રોબોટ્સ છે ને એ ખૂને કરશે, સુસાઇડ કરશે. હમણાં એઆઈ પાવર્ડ રોબોટે સુસાઇડ કર્યો. આ તમને પૂછો કેમ, કેવી રીતે? એઆઈ પાવર્ડ રોબોટે 5મા-6થા માળેથી પડીને સુસાઇડ કર્યો. કેવી રીતે કર્યો હશે? એના વિચાર કેવી રીતે આવ્યો હશે? AI is algorithm, and the whole data of the world lies there. The algorithms are designed, but its connection and daily pickup of data is not in human control. એટલે પૃથ્વી પર રોજ જે મર્ડર્સ ને સુસાઇડ થતા હોય કે પૃથ્વી પર જે કંઈ થતું હોય એ એઆઈ રોજ પિકઅપ કરે છે ફ્રોમ ધ નેટ, ફ્રોમ ગૂગલ, ફ્રોમ યુટ્યુબ, ફ્રોમ ન્યૂઝપેપર્સ, ફ્રોમ ઈ-મીડિયા, whatever. એટલે એની પાસે એક ડેટા સ્ટોર થયો કે લોકો આવી રીતે સુસાઇડ કરે છે. સ્ટેપ 1, પહેલો ડેટા શું સ્ટોર થયો? હા, ઉપરથી પડે, પંખે લટકે, કેરોસીન હળગાવે, ઊંચી જાય, આવી રીતે સુસાઇડ થયો. પહેલો ડેટા એની પાસે સ્ટોર થયો. પછી રિપોર્ટ્સમાં એ પણ લખેલું હોય કે આ તો કે સુસાઇડ કેમ કરે, તો કે પતિ પત્નીનો ઝઘડો હતો અથવા બોસે કંઈક બહુ ખખડાવ્યા, અત્યારે તો અથવા તો એક આજે તમે ન્યૂઝપેપરમાં વાંચ્યું હશે કે આ કેરલામાં એક 9મા ધોરણમાં ભણેલા બાળક એને બહુ બુલિંગ થયું ક્લાસમાં, તો એને સુસાઇડ કર્યો. એટલે રીઝન્સ ઓફ સુસાઇડનો ડેટા એની પાસે ભેગો થયો. પહેલો ડેટા કયો ભેગો થયો? How suicides are committed. Second, reasons of suicide. Again, I want to repeat, AI is algorithm. Algorithms are set, it every day picks up the data and stores. The connection between algorithm and the data is not in human control. અહીંયા જોખમ છે આપણું. એટલે હવે રોબોને 2 વસ્તુની જ્ઞાન થઈ ગયું. કયું? પહેલું, કેવી રીતે સુસાઇડ થાય. બીજું, કયા કારણોથી થાય. એમાં એક વખત એને લગભગ 6 દિવસ સુધી બોસે જે કામ આપ્યું, એના બોસે એઆઈ રોબોટને, એમાં એને 24 કલાક કામ કરવાનું થયું. મશીન તો 24 કલાક કામ કરતા જ હોય છે. પણ કામ કરતા his algorithm picked up the data that many a times employees have committed suicide because of overwork. That data got clicked and he committed suicide. આનો મતલબ શું થયો કે રોબોટ તમારું ગળું પણ એક દિવસ દાબી દે. કાંઈ ના, ટાઈમે જો ડેટા જે ક્લિક થયો એ થઈ જાય. What I mean to say is, જે પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજે વાત કરી છે કે વિવેકથી જો ઉપયોગ કરશે તો સુખદાયી છે, વિવેક ચૂકી જશે તો દુઃખદાયી છે. એટલે ધ ફાધર ઓફ એઆઈ જાફરી હિન્ટન, આ ગૂગલમાં નાખજો તમે, એને ગૂગલના એઆઈ હેડ તરીકે રેઝિગ્નેશન આપી દીધું. જોફ્રે હિન્ટન, ધ ફાધર ઓફ એઆઈ, a Canadian computer scientist, he resigned as AI head of Google. અને રેઝિગ્નેશન પછી શું બોલ્યા બીબીસી પર ઇન્ટરવ્યુમાં? મેં કેમ રેઝિગ્નેશન આપ્યું? કે મને આની ભયંકરતા ખબર છે. What damage can it do to human beings? I know it. But as head of Google AI, I cannot speak this part of the story. I have resigned to tell the truth to the people about AI. અને પછી એમણે જે બધા ધડાકા કર્યા છે, અનબિલીવેબલ. તમે ગૂગલ ઉપર જોફ્રે હિન્ટન્સ ધ ફાધર ઓફ એઆઈ ઇન્ટરવ્યુ વિથ બીબીસી યાદ રાત્રે નાખીને સુજો. એટલા માટે કે મેકર ફેસ્ટમાં જતી વખતે તમારે બેલેન્સ રહે મગજમાં, ઇનોવેશન અને હ્યુમન ઇન્ટરેક્શન. આમે જોબલેસ એટલે કે unemployment is a huge problem, isn't it? We have to take care that innovation doesn't take away more human jobs. Skilled jobs પણ જવાની, unskilled પણ જોબ જવાની. Skilled job તો કંઈક બીજું કરી શકશે, unskilled શું કરશે? I was talking to 700 AI experts at a place about 2 years back. They invited me for the event for a talk. I said I am a critic of AI. Now if you want to call me, you can. Because I mean, if you want a diversified opinion, I said okay, I'll fire all my barrels. And because I strongly believe that human cloning has been banned all over the world, almost all over the world. European countries, America, UK, Germany, France, Australia, upar America has no federal funding for human cloning. Human cloning upar ban કેમ આવ્યો છે all over the world? To sustain the dignity of human life. તમારે જેવો માણસ પેદા કરીને તમારા ઘરમાં મોકલી દે તો શું કરવાનું શું જિંદગીમાં? Human cloning કેમ બેન થયું છે? To sustain the dignity of human life. And certain parts of this technology AI has to be banned to sustain the dignity of human work. અને આવશે જ. યુરોપની બધી કન્ટ્રીઝમાં લગભગ 90% AI ટેકનોલોજી ઉપર બેન અને રિસ્ટ્રિક્શન્સ આવી ગયા છે. હજી આવશે. So what I am justifying, see, I'm a man of science and a man of religion both. I did my engineering. How many of you were born after 1991? Just raise your hands. I see many youngsters sitting. Properly raise your hands. Well, like 90% of you are born after 1991? Then let me tell you, I finished my engineering from a government college before you were born. જેટલે આંગળી ઊંચી કરીને બધા જન્મ્યા ને પહેલા મારું એન્જિનિયરિંગ પૂરું થઈ ગયું. I know what is science. I know what is the human part. I know what is spirituality. It's a combination of innovation and spirituality that has to go hand in hand, as Albert Einstein said many years back, that science without spirituality is blind, and spirituality without science is lame. અધ્યાત્મ વગર વિજ્ઞાન આંધળું છે, અને વિજ્ઞાન વગર અધ્યાત્મ પાંગડું છે. આંધળો માણસ તમે એકલા રોડ ઉપર છોડ દો તો શું કરે? એનો એક્સિડન્ટ થાય, કાં તો એના દ્વારા બીજા બેના એક્સિડન્ટ થાય. એ રોડ ક્રોસ કરીને બચાવવા જાય બીજા બે જણા એક્સિડન્ટમાં આવી જાય ને. એટલે સાયન્સ becomes blind without spirituality. એટલે we need a combination of this both. We have to encourage innovation. At the same time, we have to teach them ethical use of innovation. Only then we will sustain as human beings upon this earth. Only then you will sustain as a human being upon this earth. અમારા મંદિરમાં થોડા દિવસ પહેલા એક ઉત્સવ થયો અને એક સજ્જને મને એક મેસેજ મૂક્યો કે સ્વામી, I was there participating. I enjoyed the festival. મેસેજ મેં વાંચ્યો ને એટલે સામે મેં પણ એક સ્માઇલી મૂકીને મેસેજ મૂક્યો, એના વર્ડ્સ વાંચતા. I would have appreciated if you had just written, instead of these 7-8 lines generated by AI. ફ્રેન્ડ છે એટલે આમ જરા છૂટથી વાત કરી શકાય. એટલે મેં કહ્યું તે એપ્રિસિએશનના મને જે 7-8 લાઈનનો જે મેસેજ મૂક્યો એ ચેટ જીપીટી એટલે મેટા એઆઈ, મોબાઈલમાં તો સ્માર્ટફોન ઉપર મેટા એઆઈ અવેલેબલ છે, ત્યાંથી તે જનરેટ કરીને મોકલો. એની કરતા ખાલી સિમ્પલ કે ઇટ વોઝ ગુડ એન્ડ સ્વામી આઈ લાઈક ઇટ, ઇટ વોઝ ગુડ, ખાલી એટલું લખ્યું હતું I would have enjoyed. But he also then straight away called me. એટલે તમે કમ્યુનિકેશનમાં, હવે હું બહુ પ્રેક્ટિકલ નાની વાત કરું, કમ્યુનિકેશનમાં એઆઈ ને લાવતા નહીં. ભલે બે સારા શબ્દ આપણે ન આવડે, પણ આર્ટિફિશિયલ દેખાવ કરવો જોસ્તી બરોબર. The Meta AI ને પૂછે કે yesterday I went to my friend's birthday party, how can I best put up thank you Lord. The must know line નો મેસેજ આવશે. પછી તમે બીજું લખો, give me another one, બીજું આવશે. પછી લખે, ત્રીજું લખશો, give me in a poetic way, ત્રીજું લખશે. અને પછી એમાંથી તમે સિલેક્ટ કરીને મોકલશો. એની કીધા લખને, thank you boss, we all enjoy. So we want to be a maker of an idea and a maker of human being as well. It should go with a combination. It should go with both. Then it will be a wonderful place. Innovation has power to make earth a heaven. Nilesh bhai kyo? Innovation માં શું તાકાત છે? પૃથ્વીને સ્વર્ગ બનાવે. પણ again what પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ said, વિવેકથી વાપરે તો, નહીં તો કોઈ બ્રેડ પીટ તમને પણ છેતરી જાય. તમે એરટેલના માલિક સુનિલ મિત્તલનો એક વિડીયો વોટ્સએપ પર વાયરલ થયેલો તમે કદાચ જોયો હશે. 10, 15, 25 દિવસ મહિના પહેલા થયો. એરટેલના માલિક અને સીઈઓ એમડી સુનિલ મિત્તલ, એમણે પોતે એક પોડકાસ્ટમાં બોલ્યા હતા. એ વિડીયો વાયરલ થઈ. ધેટ પાર્ટ ઓફ ધેટ પોડકાસ્ટ, નોટ ધ હોલ ઇન વન, ધેટ પાર્ટ વોઝ વેરી વાયરલ ઓન વોટ્સએપ. એ શું બોલ્યા કે દુબઈમાં મારો મિડલ ઇસ્ટ અને આફ્રિકાનો બિઝનેસ સંભાળતો જે મારો સીઈઓ છે, એ ત્યાં બેસે છે દુબઈમાં, જે મિડલ ઇસ્ટ અને આફ્રિકા સંભાળે છે. એની ઉપર મારા નંબરથી ફોન કર્યો. એના સ્ક્રીન ઉપર લખેલો આવી ગયો સુનિલ મિત્તલ. સીઈઓ તો ફટ પિક કરી દીધો ફર્સ્ટ રિંગમાં, બોસ. સુનિલ મિત્તલ બોલ્યા. સુનિલ મિત્તલ એમને કહ્યું કે આટલા $1 million તું તાત્કાલિક આ નામનો ચેક બનાવીને બેંકમાં ભરી દે. And the phone got cut. સીએમ થયું કે યાર તો બોસનો ઓર્ડર છે અને મોકલી દેવાનો છે. એટલે સર ઓકે. હું પછી ને વિચાર કર્યો કે if I think from the administrative point of view, before writing such a big check, મારી પાસે કંઈક પેપર વર્ક તો હોવું જોઈએ ને. You know, I should have some invoice or some direction in writing. This is a simple common sense in administration. પણ પાછો વિચાર આવ્યો કે ના યાર, બોસ પર્સનલી કોલ, શું કરું મૂંઝવણમાં મૂકી ગયા. Gathering all the strength and all energy, he called the boss back. એ તો અઘરું છે કોલ બેક કરવું. બોસ, સુપર બોસને કોલ બેક કરો એટલે gathering all his energy and all his, he called the boss back. Sir, you called me for this purpose? And Sunil Mittal said, no, I never called. આ વિડીયો તમે જોજો. સુનિલ મિત્તલે કહ્યું કે AI generated software made this call from my number to my CEO's number. Name appearing on my CEO's phone screen was exactly how he had saved my name. This is important part, huh? How exactly he had saved my name, it appeared in that way only. સુનિલ મિત્તલ એવું નહીં, જે રીતે એને બોસનું નામ જે રીતે સ્ટોર કર્યું હશે, that appeared and my voice. Had that CEO been a bit more, not been a more bit judicious or not thought of an administrative setup, અને જો એ ચેક લખી નાખ્યો હોત ને પાસ થઈ ગયો બેંક થ્રુ, and which could have happened again in minutes. So within an hour, that money would have rolled out in 3, 4, 5 countries and 3, 4, 5 bank accounts untraceable after that. Untraceable થઈ ગયા. 1 કલાકમાં તો એ પૈસા untraceable થઈ ગયા. આ વિડિયો સુનિલ મિત્તલ એરટેલના સીઈઓ ની છે, તમે જોજો. These are the dangers of AI. તમારા ઉપર તમારા વાઇફને ડિવોર્સ પેપર આવી જાય, ખબર છે? I'm localizing it, just for a sort of a humor. What I mean to say is the dangers of technology, and on the other side, human involvement, human enrichment, spirituality has to go hand in hand, as Albert Einstein said. Otherwise, we'll create a disaster. Again, I am putting emphatically the statement. Innovation has the power to create heaven upon this earth. Only and only. આપણે છે ને દિવાળીમાં આપણને સેલ્સની જાહેરાત બધી બહુ આવે છે ને, પછી એમાં બાજુમાં ખુદડી હોય તો એસ્ટિક સાઈન એ નાની હોય ને ઘણા બિચારો ઓવરલુક કરી પહોંચી જાય છે. Conditions apply. In the same way, this statement that innovation has the power to create heaven upon this earth, conditions apply, and the condition is one and only one. Humanity and spirituality should be at the forefront. Only one condition applies to innovation. So this is the aspect of it. And lastly, I would say, when it comes to innovation, when it comes to creation, when it comes to making up something new, creating and giving humanity something new, creating a change in the process, creating a change in the equipment, creating a change from time to energy, resources, in a process, in a product. Basically, the idea is important, as we discussed since last about 1 hour. I'm just about to finish because I was given 1 hour. The idea is important. At the same time, why I say that humanity and spirituality are important? Looking from the spiritual aspect, from ego to damage to human society, everything can be stopped influencing your ideas and your behaviors and your attitudes by only one shield, and that shield is spirituality. So we need a dire combination of both. So thank you very much, H.T. Patel, for inviting me to talk at this event. My innermost prayers that we have more and more participation under the banner of ULA for this Maker Fest. H.T. Patel has been well associated with the BAPS Swami Sanstha as well since many years and decades. I have, on a personal note, personally experienced his very humble and straightforward approach, behavior. So my innermost wishes today and my innermost prayers to my Guru Mahant Swami Maharaj that may he bless you for a wonderful success of this Maker event. Thank you very much, and all my prayers to all of you.